you decide to run for the congressional district, 5th congressional district,
Yes.
is that right? And lose to your friend, John
Yes.
Lewis.
And
So I'd like to talk a little bit about what it was like.
The thing about that district, I drew that district. I drew those lines. I
Right,
created that
yes,
district.
right.
Yeah.
So what was it like to run a campaign against your good friend with
Well,
whom
I
you
like to
had...
think my good friend ran against me.
All right,
Because
good.
I was
We
the
can
first
say
to
that.
announce.
All right.
And all of the other people who ran against me. But it caused a serious break in a relationship which, so far as I was concerned, had been as close as it possibly could be. I can honestly say that John was my best friend. We went places together, our families vacationed together, we did everything together. Christmas, we gave each other Christmas presents and so on. And when he ran against me, the nature of the criticism he issued against me was a surprise. I'd run against people, and people had run against me before in my House and Senate races, but always the level of dialogue was, I thought, on a pretty high plane. I've done these things, and people would say, well, I can do them better. Well, we'll see. And I'd always prevail. But in this race, he began to talk about himself as a different kind of personality than I was. I was a slacker, lazy, you know, non-successful. He was brave, courageous, strong, and true. So, you know, it was real hard to
He said at
face
one
that.
point that you were a taillight rather than a headlight.
Yes. Yeah, and he said, you know, Julian Bond worked for me.
Yes, I know, I
And
read
in
that.
SNCC, nobody worked for anybody. We all worked, we were all equal. We all worked together. Nobody worked for anybody else. There were no bosses in SNCC. And that was just awfully painful for me.
I bet.
And, you know, it's a break in a relationship that never healed, never healed. We see each other from time to time, and I like to think we're cordial, but it has never healed.
So you said you were the first in and he ran against you. Do you have any I know this is not about him, it's about you, but do you have any understanding of why he would do that?
No, I don't, because I tell you, he had just gotten reelected the year before to his city council seat with the implied promise that he'd serve 4 years. So why, after 1 year, would you give that up to run? You know, I don't know. Well, you know, everybody's ambitious. Everybody wants to improve themselves. This was the opportunity to do this. The person who won this seat would be there for time immemorial as long as he wanted to be or she wanted to be. And so I guess he, you know, saw the chance and took it.